30 kilometers, 38 degrees, pouring rain, and an 8-mile uphill grind. This is the story of one of the hardest runs I've ever done and why I do it again. What's up, everyone? It's Alex Mix, and today I'm breaking down my experience running the Finger Lakes 30K this past weekend. This wasn't your average race. It was cold, it was wet, and the backside of the lake was a soul-crushing 8-mile incline that just wouldn't end. But I finished, and what I learned from this race is something that I'll take with me in training, in life, and hopefully something that you can take with you too. As I've said, the conditions were far from ideal. It was 38 degrees and raining. It was so miserable. In my mind, I debated how many layers of clothes I would wear, which is a big deal when you're out for that long, and what pace I would set for the first few miles of the race. But my mindset was locked in. I came to finish. This would be the longest distance I had ever run in my life. I am far from a seasoned runner, so I needed a certain level of delusional optimism just to have the willpower to do this. There is something raw and powerful about running in these elements. You're in survival mode, you're totally present, and you're in a lot of discomfort. It's just you versus the course. The first 9 miles weren't really that bad, just kind of time consuming. The real challenge came on the back half of the loop. At around mile 9, the course turns and goes around the other side of the lake. And for the next 8 miles, there were so many hills. Mentally, this is where a lot of people tap out, not just because their body's in discomfort, but because their mind quits on them. From miles 14 through 18, I was getting severe cramping that would come and go in my legs. It was almost enough to make that little voice in my head say, just call a car, I'm done with this. But I didn't quit, and here's what kept me going. I didn't go all that way to the Finger Lakes to just start. I came to the race to finish. And I also know that pain is temporary, but quitting can linger. And to me, honestly, it would have been more painful to quit than it was painful during the race. It's just the way I am, and it would have gnawed at me until I actually did it. I also, weirdly, kind of like the suffering because to an extent, I know that it makes me stronger. I was going to cross that finish line no matter what. Soaked, sore, and freezing, but proud. There's a unique kind of satisfaction that you get from doing something that most people avoid. When it's hard, uncomfortable, and optional, but you do it anyway, that's where growth lives. I also could not go without saying that having good race support is essential. I would not have made it through this race if it weren't for my girlfriend Noelle. She was an absolute lifesaver, continually showing up throughout the race to give me goo for fuel, tablets for electrolytes, and to offer amazing encouragement. My brother and his wife also showed up near the end at a few different spots, and that definitely boosted my spirits. The three of them were the only ones at the finish, which was kind of funny, but it was a small race. Only 38 people started, 34 finished, and nobody was sticking around in that weather. Even the MC was tucked away in his trailer. So here's the finish.
Yes!
All right, 30K, Honeoye Lake, number 439, Alex Mix.
This race really taught me a lot. It reminded me that you don't always need, nor should you expect, perfect conditions. You just need a strong commitment. That the discomfort zone is where you find your strength, and that long runs are metaphors for life. You keep moving, one step at a time, no matter how slow it feels. Whether it's a 30K, a life goal, or a fitness journey, you're going to hit those uphill stretches. The secret? Don't stop. Thanks for watching, and if you're chasing your own big goal, drop it in the comments below. I want to hear what you're working towards. And if you want more mindset and fitness content from someone that's in the trenches with you, hit subscribe. Train hard, live strong, and keep showing up.